Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums, it is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Tar Heels will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Fires quickly. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Underwood to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The DBs will back off a bit. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Handoff from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Looking for a man. It's Chambers. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going to the ground, fighting off the defender. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing, Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Finding some room. That's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing.
Breaks into the open. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep runs.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A blown opportunity opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
There's a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Thurman.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
3rd down, red zone play. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Chambers. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Going downfield for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to let it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need... He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Working that left side now. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1.
Might have a chance. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, North Carolina. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Calls his own number, and the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's out past the 35. All by himself down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tar Heels. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Play fake, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Running inside, it's Marshall. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got an open man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Underwood. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the answer. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Finds his man, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. Got his man. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. He's loose down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, UNC. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tar Heels respond with that score.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll operate out of split backs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Picks up the first down. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. Going to the run, it's Marshall. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! Big Blue with the response. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play. Right after the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
To throw, it's Chambers. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They feed him again. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and he does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Touchdown, North Carolina! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Tar Heels respond with that score.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Underwood. Here's the pressure. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come?
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Lets it go. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's out of bounds, and the interception will seal it, and they'll go home with a victory. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal's